98%
Wars
loading
names,
landing page.
minutes, opening crawl. Launch.
Game's paused. Nothing will happen.
Nice. There you
A
go.
long time
Loaded
ago
the
in a
land-
galaxy far, far away. Star Wars. Episode 5. Low on credits. After the revelation on Maldo Kreis, the Jedi Satir begins to piece together the path to find Jaren Typho, but Horizon Station is not easy to find, and only the most precise starpath unit can navigate the way to the coordinates that lead directly into the Maul. Hoping to acquire such a technological marvel is difficult, requiring the help of less than reputable individuals in the Outer Rim. Luckily, Rak Vigo, the bounty hunter, knows plenty of scum of the galaxy that might lead them to what they require. This is where it's supposed to get fancy. I don't know if it's gonna do it. I don't even know what the picture is. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, I don't see anything.
It's panning down to that, which is a planet you will find out what it is later. Last time on for these characters specifically, some of you went to Maldo Kreis to look at the or to investigate the Project Sepulchre, and you've come back. The data pad that Satir is in possession of did have the coordinates of something, which was not hard to find where the coordinates go, but it's in the middle of the Maul, which is a particularly difficult place to navigate, and most ships that try to navigate in there without specific hyper path lanes and the correct navigation data can't survive, or they just can't get into the Maul where they need to, and they will come out of hyperspace in something that destroys their ship. So Rak has been asked to find someone that can find this starpath unit that could be installed in one of your ships to do so. And does that make sense to start off?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, when did Rack arrive? He wasn't there last time. I'm just.
No, I mean, so we're hand waving like time, right? A lot of
Okay.
it. So it's several days after you got back. Rak was on Marlana 1, so you know.
Okay. Real quick, couple of things.
Yes. Go ahead.
The game is paused,
Not anymore.
and we need to roll for.
Correct. Let me get you guys started there. That's a good. Okay, so that should be in your chat box to click. Anybody else?
It looks
Nothing.
like. I don't know if it matters. I rolled, but it looks like I'm still attached to Freeland Boss
That's
instead of.
you have to change that in the player bar over there to the left, bottom left, if you want to. That's up to you.
Oh, you don't have to though.
No, you don't really have to.
Okay.
Anybody else gonna roll?
I clicked it, but I didn't see anything rolls on my screen.
Really?
Yeah.
Try it again.
Now it won't let me.
Here, let me do it again. Try that one.
Yeah. Yeah, same with me.
Oh my God, what the fucking shit. That's my roll. I'll roll for
Weird.
both. I'll roll for
How,
both of you
how'd
now.
I get it?
I don't know. Well, Colorado's obviously not having issues. Well, I rolled for both of you, and you get 2 darks.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, if I'd have rolled.
Yeah. If I would have rolled, it would have definitely been a life pick. Absolutely. Okay, so you're in this bar that you've been frequenting lately, kind of doing your meetings here, and just so happens that Mako, Satir, and Rak, you're the ones around at this point. Why don't you give me just some roleplay, what you've been doing the last few days, either here on Morlana 1 or elsewhere.
Lead it off, Mako.
Yeah, so Mako, after they arrived back on Morlana 1, it's been several days since their encounter with the troopers and the Dark Sisters out on the ice planet I forget the name of. But Mako's glad to be back in a more familiar setting, sitting in a tavern, in a bar like setting, something he's familiar with. He's definitely more comfortable than being frozen and being shot at. He spent the last couple of days wandering around Morlana 1, looking for vendors, talking to vendors, visiting a couple of other cantinas, and just kind of getting a feel for the area that they're in. He's not a soldier. He's not a fighter. He's not a spy. He's not a Jedi. So the kinds of things that the other group is dealing with, he feels outside of, especially considering the opinions they've made known about him, being a sympathizer for the Empire. He's coming to terms with that. He's coming to terms with the fact that he's gotten into a couple of fights now with troopers, people he normally would be serving and being friendly with. So he is walking around Morlana 1 and taking in the sights, just letting the smells and the sounds and everything wash over him, while he comes to grips with his new reality of possibly even being wanted by the Empire, and looking for, like I said, is looking at different stalls and vendors, trying to see where he can maybe sell things or make deals with people, until he finally meets up with the rest of the group here tonight. Rak, who he remembers from before, and Satir, who he met at the outpost. He walks in to the cantina and nods at both of them. Again, the smoke surrounding him as he makes his way to the table and sits down with his arms crossed in front of him, just listening, not really participating or taking part in any of the conversation, because it doesn't really have anything to do with any kind of his specialties. But he is interested, because now he feels like he's in deep, and he doesn't know how to get out, or even if he should get out.
Over the last couple of days, Satir has spent much time in contemplation and meditation, looking for answers within the Force, trying to find guidance, wishing his old master Silas was still here, still alive, to perhaps give him some words of wisdom that he could use very much so. After contemplating on these Sith, Dark Jedi, whatever you want to call them, he was somewhat confused on how they slaughtered the Imperials, clearly having their own agenda or going on their own since the fall of the Empire. Now that they're back here, he, possibly like Mako, are looking for a fence for some of the loot they had taken from the battlefield, realizing that they would be in need of credits, not only for House Ordo and what they were trying to accomplish in the Mandalore sector, but their own missions and perhaps the missions to come, as he has a feeling that to free this Jaren Typho, there will be many obstacles in the near future. But with the Force as his guide, he was sure he would find a solution to those problems. And that brought him to this establishment at this table, sitting with Mako and the others, ready to contemplate their next steps.
Yeah, Rak is as usual wearing his goggles, his little tech goggles, and the face mask, for obviously helping him breathe this atmosphere. Since arriving here over the past couple of days, he's operated out of like a cramped apartment, looking over one of the foggy waterfront districts. Usually he's more of just a freelancer, a bounty hunter, and he's trying to secure any type of work that he can get, even if he has to work as a security contractor. So he's been probably doing that the past couple of days, spent most of his time drinking bitter calf in the dockside cantinas.
Rak does get a message over the HoloNet about a bounty that has come in, and I wanted to show you that bounty before we proceed. I'll show this to everyone. You can take that in.
God damn.
It's not letting me see anything.
Oh, shitballs!
Well, I'll describe it to you.
Yeah.
There's this very hideous looking blue Twi'lek that's on the cover of a bounty, and it says Mako Paresh wanted for thievery and high crimes. It was issued by Bruntus the Hutt.
Here, let me put it.
Popped up.
Oh, okay. I was gonna put it in Discord.
It popped up for me.
And then
Nice.
there's also this, just to, there's his puck.
Oh, that's some nice reward there.
Dang.
Is that a bounty or how much it costs to get with him?
It costs a lot more to get with me.
Dead gets
Damn.
nothing. So
Thievery and high
you
crimes.
did get that probably the day before or so.
Nice.
Currently, so
Okay.
Rak, you have been able to contact a individual named Gargar. He's a Weequay. He's a mercenary type out here, and he is walks over to the table with the three of you sitting there, and he's smoking a Star Wars equivalent cigarette. Sits down and Rak, it's good to see ya.
Is it?
Well, you'll be wanting coordinates, and I know where you can get them. And that is some credits on mine. Finder's fee, if you will.
Of course. What are these coordinates?
Oh, the coordinates. Well, you have the coordinates. You just need the nav computer to get there, right?
Sure. How much would you be charging?
No, I don't have them. But the person who does, it's pretty expensive, I would have to say. He wants 20,000.
20,000.
That's right. But I know where you can get some. Luckily, I keep my ear to the ground, Rak. Big job, big job. You in?
I'm interested.
Just across the way is a place called Ferrix. Salvage yards and such. Lots of industry. Not much for me, per se. But, there's a lady there. They call her the Iron Lady. She's the chairwoman of the Ferrix Reclamation Combine. And she's looking for a team.
He's talking to everybody here?
Yeah, he's just, yeah. He's talking more to you because he knows you, but yeah, everybody can hear it.
Okay.
He leans back and takes a drink.
Well, it seems there is enough of us here at the table.
And when you say that, Mako looks away from the women dancing on stage and puts his drink down. Enough of us. Enough of us for what?
Well, I don't know what the job is. You gotta talk to her.
And then he looks over at Rak. Well, then we don't know if there's enough of us here, right? I mean, if we don't know what the job is, how could I don't know. I'm sorry. I just get nervous. I'm not used to all of this. And he looks over at Satir and the other guy, Gargar, and takes a swig out of his cup, puts it down, and just sighs and goes back to looking at the women dancing.
I wouldn't worry about it. If you're not enough, then she'll get somebody to help. But she needs bodies for sure.
And we'll get enough credits to get this nav computer, you said?
Well, you'll have to negotiate with her, but she's paying good. Might not be all of what you need, but 20,000's what my contact wants for it.
Well, I don't speak for Mako or Rak, but the worst we can do is hear her out and see what she's offering. This is important to me. I don't know how important it is to Mako, and perhaps Rak just needs a steady paycheck, but it's worth listening to her.
I agree. We should at least have a talk.
Mako looks back at the other two and nods in agreement. Doesn't say anything, but he nods in agreement.
I'm sure you can figure out how to split your winnings, if you will. If you're not all in on the starpath unit. Regardless, I'll give her a buzz and tell her I have 3 very capable fellas heading her way.
What was her name? Out of character?
Iron Lady is how he.
Iron Lady.
Now
do we? Well,
yeah.
do
Go
I know
ahead.
anybody?
Yeah, go ahead. What'd you say?
Yeah. Do I know or have I heard of her since I've been here?
Yes. Yeah. So let me see.
Sorry, I can't access my sheet.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So here is the. So I'm going to show. So you're able to look this up at any data terminal, so it's not a big deal. I can put this in Discord too. So here is the handout about the Ferrix Reclamation League. Let me put this in Discord so you can see it.
Put my wanted poster up in there too, because I lost it.
Yeah, I will. Well, you can go back to your journals. It's in there.
It looks nice. It does.
So there's the stuff about the Ferrix Reclamation League, and you see her name's Vera Sorn, also called the Iron Lady. She is called the Iron Lady because she has a bionic arm. And there's a little bit of the company overview of the Ferrix Reclamation League, and here is another one. This is more. This is a basically a business report you find on Morlana One, somewhere on their networks. Just another thing about the company, and then anybody want to give me a computer skill check with two purple? I can send you the roll if you would like, but it's pretty easy, just average. If anybody has computers. Anybody with good intellect, at least?
I would try it, but
I can roll for you if you can't.
yeah.
I can try computers.
Okay, go ahead.
Give it a try. I didn't have much in the way of computers in the cave.
I'll say you get a boost because Rak helps you or something. So give yourself a blue.
Me?
Yeah.
All right.
What we got? You rolled it privately. I don't see it.
I see it.
Yeah, because you rolled it privately. Did you succeed?
Oh, did I? Oh, I did.
That's okay. Just tell me what the result is.
Yeah, it's 1 success and 4 advantages.
Okay, well that's good. So here we go. This is what you also find this. So this is you find this on some chat room somewhere. Basically, it goes like this.
Heard the Iron Lady rerouted 3 cargo pallets of ration packs off a bombed yard. Customs called it theft. Ferrix called it dinner.
And another person.
She scrubs transponders for aid ships, sure, but only when the cargo is food, meds, or machine parts headed home.
Another person.
FRC's been seizing ex-Imperial scraps under local claim. Illegal on paper. On Ferrix, that's scrap built clinics and heated lines.
Another person.
Ask the slavers and speculators what they think of her. Better yet, don't. Those are the only kind she hurts.
And then someone from before.
She'll ghost a manifest, buy silence at a checkpoint, and move fuel through 3 false registries if it keeps Ferrix working.
And then another one.
Everyone says critical until their district gets power back, and the Iron Lady doesn't rob Ferrix. She robs the people that rob Ferrix first.
And another.
Heard that she keeps the daughter's food routes off every official ledger in the sector. Hard to tax what you can't find.
And then finally,
say what you want about the FRC. You won't find a clearer conscience and dirtier business.
And so
yeah.
Mako finds all of that on his data pad when he was, while Rak was looking her up and everyone else was kind of talking. Mako looked up on, different boards, different like chat boards or whatever, and he finds all this information, people talking about her, and he shows it to the other two. He leans over the table and kind of spins his data pad around to show them. Well, it looks like she's, working against the same people you guys are. I don't know. That makes her reliable, I guess. And he just kind of doesn't know what to make of it, as he's somewhat kind of defending someone who normally would be against the Empire, taking the other side he would normally take, and he just kind of lets a deep breath out. This is what I found anyhow, and he shows all those messages about her to them.
Satir kind of like flips through the data pads, like different tabs on what's being said and what Mako found, and kind of looks up and he goes, so looks like she's a protector, or perhaps a guardian of these people, even if it's not by the most honest of means.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen a whole lot of honest of means lately.
Well, I can honestly say Huh. That, I can set you up with the meat if you're still game. Just let me know and I'll do my part.
I would like that, Gar. Thank you.
Yeah, you got it. Rak, you still flying that bus?
You mean the Ravager?
Yeah. I love the name.
Yes, it's an amazing ship.
No, yeah. Well, I guess you can fly the Ravager over to Ferrix. I'll let you know when I get the meat set.
Excellent.
Well, excuse me then, boys. I'm gonna go have a drink, ogre some of these ladies, and make a little call down to Ferrix.
Mako raises his cup slightly and nods.
Yeah, he pounds whatever he's got left and scooches out of the seat, leaving the three of you behind.
I think Rak has been quietly looking at the bounty file for Mako and just, kind of studying it, I think. And then he just closes it without really saying anything. I don't know. I probably wouldn't know if, well, maybe I would. Does Mako know about this bounty at all, or is this something I'm only...
You're unsure. You have no idea. Mako's
Okay.
never said anything to you about it, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. I think he keeps it to himself for right now. Because he could use that 15,000.
Mm-hmm. Certainly. Okay. Anything you guys want to do before we move on?
Yeah, after what's his name again? Gug?
Gar
Gug?
Gar.
It's
Gargar.
Jar Jar.
Yes.
After-
Jar Jar with the G.
After Gargar gets up and makes his way out of the booth and walks off, Mako watches him kind of walk away, make sure he's out of range a little bit, and he turns over to Rak. I'm glad to see you here, Rak. I know Ringo is your friend or your partner, and I just wanted to say, I just wanted to thank you for not letting him throw me out the airlock or shoot me in the head with his blaster like he wanted to. I know it was just a contract, and yet we're still here stuck together somehow. I didn't mean to get you dragged into all of this. We needed Ringo's help decoding something, and you were the only person I knew to contact that knew him, so I didn't mean to get you drawn up in this. I just wanted to say thanks, and I hope I didn't, cross any boundaries getting you pulled into whatever this is we're doing.
Rak breathes through the mask and says, "There's no issue between us, Mako."
Well, good. I'm glad. I just wanted to make sure. Things have been weird lately, and you stuck up for me, and I just wanted you to know I'll do the same for you.
Why?
Why would I stick up for you?
Yes.
Because you stopped someone from killing me, and I don't know, that means something to me.
Honestly, I only wanted to kill the other bounty hunter. But it did help you too, I guess.
Yeah, I'm still here. It helped me quite a bit. Thanks. And Mako kind of squints his eyes, raises his brow. He's just confused at Rak's somewhat indifference. Maybe he just doesn't know the species well enough, or Rak well enough. Obviously, he doesn't. Yeah, well, anyways, I just wanted to say thanks. And he raises his cup to Rak and goes to take a drink.
Rak raises his cup to him and nods to him, and then kind of removes the hose from his mask, putting it into the drink, and takes the drink.
I have visions of fish bowls. Yeah, so you drink there for a little bit. You do get Rak, you do get on your data pad a communique coming through from Gargar, and it basically says, meet set, head to Ferrix, head to their headquarters, the Ferrix Reclamation Combine, and there's some coordinates on Ferrix for it. Tomorrow.
Checks the coordinates. Oh, tomorrow. Okay. He says we have the meeting tomorrow. Here are the coordinates. He shares the coordinates with everybody in case maybe he can throw it to their
that's fine.
compads.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So Ferrix is actually in the same system as Marlana 1, and you can get there via sublight even, so it won't take long to get there.
Actually, honestly, he wouldn't do that. I think he would just keep it on he would keep the information himself.
That's fine.
He asks, he turns to Mako and he says, do you still have a gun?
Yeah, I've got my holdout blaster. I've got another blaster as well. But yeah, I've got a blaster. Why are you asking, Rak?
In case she's trying to get the bounty on you.
I'm sorry. Who's trying to get what on me?
The bounty. You have 15,000 credits on your head.
And Mako pushes himself back in the booth with his back straight up against the backside of the booth. What do you mean? I have a bounty on me. Where did you see that? Who told you that?
You are well connected.
Well, I was well connected? What?
He looks over to Satir. Does Satir have a weapon?
Not that you can tell.
Okay. What is Satir wearing? Is he in robes or?
You probably don't know what Jedi robes look like, but it's darn close to that. It would be your traditional kind of brown Jedi robe, but underneath it would more be like in overalls that you'd expect to see kind of from some utilitarian garb that a dock worker or average laborer would wear.
Is Satir Rak's friend, or does he know Mako, or?
Yeah, go ahead.
From what you can tell, Satir is friends with. He knows Mako. How well you wouldn't be able to ascertain that without asking them directly, but they seem to clearly know each other and are familiar with each other to some extent.
So I think Rak would have probably been pulled in. Probably, it could have been Ringo for all it matters.
Right. Okay. He says we should be wary then during the meeting.
With the Iron Lady?
With anyone, I suspect.
Wait, who's after me, Rak? Start there.
The hut.
And Mako, his shoulders drop and he closes his eyes and... Oh. No. This is what brought me out here. This is what you took me off of Coruscant for, Rak, because I owe the hut money. I owe him far too many credits, more than I'll ever be able to cover. And I was trying to get out this way, to hide, to lay low. And somehow, and he turns and he looks at Satir, somehow I ended up here with you guys, with Ringo, in a mess. And I don't want to get killed.
It's okay. You can pay me for protection.
Pay you for protection? I'm going to have to stick with you guys just to make sure I keep breathing. If you have a bounty on me out here, who knows who else has a bounty on me out here?
Satir kind of leans forward in the booth, kind of forearms on the table. I don't suppose there's an exact number you have that you owe these huts?
I borrowed 100,000 credits.
Satir kind of rubs a hand over his mouth in thought of such a large amount.
That doesn't include the interest, which I'm sure has gone up considerably considering I ran.
And you accrued this debt how exactly?
I owned several cantinas on Coruscant, and they did well. They served all the different troops in different barracks and different stations that would come through in their downtime. And I profited off of them. But I guess as this war started coming to an end, fewer and fewer and fewer of them came in. My profits dropped, and it dropped. I thought it was temporary. I thought it was just a temporary glitch, and that everything would be back up and running in no time. So I took a sizable loan from Bruntus to keep all of my different facilities operating and running, and that took 100,000 credits to do that. I have staff, I have inventory, I have overhead, and I had to cover all of that and couldn't. So I went to the only place that I knew I could get that much credit from, and that was Bruntus. That was Bruntus in that district of Coruscant, and I borrowed it from him. Unfortunately, it wasn't a temporary glitch. My clientele never came back. I didn't even know the Emperor was dead until, and he looks over at Rak, until Rak here and his partner Ringo told me. I thought it was a rumor. They said it was true. I I know now it's true, but Bruntus doesn't care. He doesn't care that it was a rough patch and the war changed everything. He only cares that I borrowed 100,000 credits from him.
I think that I would only care about that as well, Mako.
I think our friend's right here. I don't think this Brutus cares who's in charge of the galaxy. I think he cares who owes him credits, and that seems to be you. Tell me, what kind of bounty was put on Mako?
15,000 credits.
15,000? Whatever.
You could pay me more than this?
Can I pay you more than this? Not currently. But paying you more doesn't stop any other bounty hunter.
He nods and he says, you should pay me some for protection.
No, I do not think he will be doing that.
He looks over at his friend.
And Mako looks at Satir when he says that, and he kind of grimaces somewhat, remembering that for the longest time he thought, Jedis were terrorists, and the one sitting across from him is sort of defending him, and Mako grits his teeth a little bit and is a little confused as he takes that in and turns back to Rak. Listen, you know what? I got you into this. I contacted you so I can get a hold of Ringo. You didn't even need to be here. If you don't want to protect me, that's fine. You don't have to. I'm sure there's plenty of video evidence of you shooting troopers and leaving with me off of Coruscant. That kind of puts us in this together, not just you protecting me. You kind of got yourself into a little mess there too. And I'm willing to help you with this next job with the Iron Lady. You can take my portion of whatever kind of payment comes out of that. I don't know. But I think we're all in this together, Rak. And he looks over at Satir. Right?
That seems acceptable.
Mako may be in a mess, and far be it for me to know his situation, but if he does have a debt that he owes this Bruntus, then he should do his best to repay it as excessive as it may be. But I will not see him turned over to Bruntus for whatever horrible future he has entailed for Mako. I will help him see through this, but for now, we need to focus on the task at hand, which is meeting the Iron Lady, seeing what she has in store for us, making the exchange so we can get this Navicomputer and get into the maw and retrieve something of a much higher value, at least to me.
I'll try and help however I can. I'll do what I can.
You are good at talking.
Well, I mean, you kind of have to run a cantina, behind the bar. Just about anyone who comes up to the bar, you gotta strike up a conversation and get them get them to open up. I mean, that's just, and then he just kind of starts babbling and rambling on about the ins and outs of being a people person running a cantina.
If it's too much while they're walking away.
Alright, so the conversation ends finally. The next day comes after whatever you're going to do, unless you have something very specific you want to do. Rak, you have the Ravager ready to go, and you will launch into space. Let me get you where it needs to be. Whoops, I'll do that. I'll do this. So this is the Ravager. You come aboard. Rak, you throw in the coordinates to Ferrix, and you take off out of the landing port up into the atmosphere, and then finally into space. Seems very empty, as it has like 10 passenger quarters with no passengers except Makko and Satir here. Yeah.
Mako makes his way around, just looking at everything. He's been on the Ravager before. This is the ship that got him off of Coruscant, so he's looking at it with some familiarity as he goes to sit down in the passenger lounge, and he's at the table thinking about the fact that he's actually wanted by Bruntus the Hutt, and just sits there contemplating everything, especially the fact that he's somewhat, quote-unquote, allied with someone who appears to be a Jedi, and Rak, a bounty hunter or smuggler of some sort, as they prepare to pull a job off against what remains of the Empire. And he's just shaking his head in disbelief and closing his eyes and just taking it all in.
Rak is at the front on the controls, putting in the coordinates, doing the nav computer, letting it do its thing, reading all the instruments, and charting the course amidst the stars and asteroids and other things that we get in the way. And he does kind of like look down once, maybe at the holographic image of Makko in contemplation about the 15,000 credits, and then he like waves it away for now.
Satir kind of familiarizes himself with the ship, and if Rak will allow it, kind of comes up into the cockpit just to see what he's doing. And, I wouldn't say necessarily small chat, but in a way kind of oversees where they're going and kind of gets the major of him as a pilot as he kind of launches from Merlana into space heading towards Ferrix.
It's the perfect time for him to like wave his hand and Mako's holographic image to disappear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he sees it. He doesn't see what he's swiping away as he goes in.
You do, as you kind of come into the cockpit, there is some there's a readout, and on your screen, Rak, you get a blip, blip blip, and it shows basically there's a upcoming ship, it appears, and it starts like reading out all these things about the ship that's sitting there in front of you, and essentially it appears to be a ship that is disabled. This is the readout it gives you.
Disabled ship. Crap. It's not loading for me.
Here, let me just put it on Discord.
727 Wayfinder.
Yes.
Is that it?
Yep, that's it. I'll throw it on Discord so you can see it better.
Thank you. It gets stuck for some reason at 97% loading.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I guess he'd pull that up. Also, Satir can see that as well.
As he pulls up the info, he kind of sees the transponder and recognizes the name. He goes, "Do you think this is one of the Iron Lady's kind of unofficial transports for food and other material?"
Is there any way to scan to like check for anybody hiding in the area?
Yes, you can give me a computer skill check. I would say. Here, I'll shoot it to you. Request a roll. Oh, I don't know if you'll be able to do it, but let's find out. Computers.
I see the ship. Yeah.
I would say 3. And then 1 boost because of your computer. See if you can see that when I requested a roll from you.
Oh, it goes to Kalbala for some reason.
Oh, but are you able to do it still with? I know why it does Kalbala, but it's because you're linked to Kalbala in the player grid. Here, I can change that for you. Here, let me do it again. Computers. 3 purple, 1 blue. Go.
Pops up. Yep, there we go. Open roll. Open roll. Done. I clicked on that and then nothing happened. Oh, there it goes. It pops up. Roll.
Nice.
Hey, it rolled. Nice.
So 1 success. You do see that there are definitely people alive in there, but there's no life support, so they must be wearing some sort of at least a mask.
Like a rebreather equivalent?
Yeah, at least a rebreather. Now the ship is not vented into space because the whatever the fail safes are kicked in and shielding the vacuum of space for the inside, but there is definitely no life support in there.
With that success, is he able to check if there's any other like ships possibly hiding or?
Not that you can see.
Okay. So you probably see him scan for that, and then he looks back. Takes a long time to answer Satir and says, "I'm not sure. There are life forms on the ship."
It looks heavily damaged, as if someone was gunning for it. If there's life forms, there may be survivors. Are you able to dock with it? Do you have rebreathers we can use to go in and investigate to see if there are survivors and what happened?
Yes, you have rebreathers.
Yeah. He says, "Yeah, yes," and he points to the cabin where the equipment should be, and he says, "Docking now." He starts to pull up next to it.
Yeah, there's a chung chung as you clamp down on the the docking area of the ship, and there's a
As-
hatch.
As he's doing that, Satir kind of grabs a couple of rebreathers, and then on the comm link kind of pings Mako, meet us at the main hatch 1.
Are there communications down? He tries to send it.
Yeah, there's no response to any hails
Yeah.
or anything.
Okay. Yeah, he'll get his stuff and put it on autopilot or whatever, and grab his weapon. He's already got his mask.
Yeah, when you dock with the other ship, it's essentially a long tube that you crawl down, and there's a hatch there that you just basically you hit a button and it will pop open if it's not locked. Usually, or you can force it open.
Yeah, Mako meets them at the hatch. Well, what's going on? Are we docking somewhere already?
It seems we came across an adrift ship, possibly belonging to the Daughters of Ferrix, which is one of the Iron Ladies groups. Looks like it was badly damaged, and there may be survivors on board. We need to investigate.
Oh. He looks over at Rak. Do you need me to stay and watch the cockpit?
You should come with us in case we need to talk to them.
Okay, yeah. And Mako looks down. Oh well. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sure. And Mako just tries to accept it and make peace with the situation he's in. He said he would help Rak, and Rak is asking him to do this. So, sure. Yeah. Let's do this.
Rack will end up going first with his blaster rifle and try to open up that hatch.
Yeah, you compress the button and nothing happens because the systems are down in that other ship, but you're able to pull it open. It is not locked, or if the lock has been disengaged for whatever reason. Typically a ship would not have their hatch unlocked, but this is unlocked for whatever reason. And here's what you see. So,
Nice, it opened up.
let me I'll give you some of the view. Since,
Are we supposed to see everything?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter much. So you come in, and the first thing you hear like a whirling of the ship. The lights are dim but on. Your mask definitely confirmed that there is no oxygen in here for those who breathe oxygen. Yeah, and it definitely looks damaged. You're not sure what the cause of the damage is. Pretty severe. If somebody wants to give me like I would say a mechanics roll, you could do that with 2 purples. If anybody wants to even try.
I'll try. I don't know shit about it, but who's no 2 purple, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 2 green. Guess I can try.
Well, I mean, Rak and Mako succeed, so...
Oh, yeah, okay.
This
you
is
guys,
definitely a ship.
Yeah, it's definitely been damaged. You see, you're pretty sure that a lot of this damage came from the inside out instead of the outside in.
Yeah, Mako's kind of slowly walking in and looking around, and he notices the turned over cargo and different things, and he looks over at Rak. This looks like it took place in here, not like they were, not like it took damage from any kind of ship fire on the outside. Do you think they were boarded by someone else and got into a fight?
It's possible. I don't think we have long. We should move quickly. Where were the life forms at? Did we know that, or?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you're not sure. It wasn't real specific. Yeah,
Okay.
I would say. But you do know, kind of, it did give you kind of a general layout of the ship. The cargo hold is on the left side primarily, and the cockpit and the crew quarters are on the right side. You do hear this clank clank. You're not sure what that noise is from further into the cargo hold. And there are terminals, but they look like they're in pretty bad shape. You could try to work on them if you wanted. It would be a tough computers check, probably at least 3 purples, but...
I think Rak will start moving through, like, close quarter combat type of, around the corners and doorways. With the
Yeah, and as
rifle.
soon as Mako sees Rak moving forward with his carbine rifle, he kind of steps next to Satir and takes a look at one of the terminals on the wall and goes over there, brushes off maybe a little bit of soot, and sees if he can maybe try and get it open.
Yeah, go ahead, give me a computers roll with 3 purples. Oh, that's a good roll. Yeah. With 3 threats though. Okay. So you try something that says access denied, and it gives some error, some random error, and then you play with it again and do something else, and eventually you get to a prompt that has like a list, right? So and it gives you kind of controls of some of the ship, and you see a data, basically a damage assessment, and then you see a manifest as well.
Yeah, so Mako, just from operations at his different cantinas and different things, he's worked on terminals lots of different times. He opens this one up, kind of fiddles around with it. He's looking for lighting, he's looking for life support, and he's looking for security, open doors, and that's when he notices the manifest and starts reading through the manifest as well, while he's trying to make sure lights and doors are open and available.
Yeah, you can turn on the lights and you can open all the doors. The life support is unable to respond because basically the module
They're damaged.
yeah, is damaged. So you do that. The manifest. I'm gonna ping this to you, David.
Okay. And Satir and Rak, you guys are kind of slowly making your way in, when all of a sudden the lights kind of click, 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 all start coming on.
Rak jumps, goes down to one knee real quick. I'll be right back too.
Yeah.
All right, sorry about that.
So while you were gone, Satir, Mako was able to make his way into their system using one of the terminals, and did well enough. He got lights turned on and doors unlocked. So while you were making your way onto the ship into the cargo area here, all of a sudden you heard some clicking, and then all the lights came on.
I sent you a message. On Discord.
Oh, okay.
You sent Mako a message?
Yes.
Yeah, and one of the other things Mako was doing was looking through the manifest that he also found on the terminal after turning on the lights and making sure all the doors were unlocked. We could access security.
As he sees what he's doing on the computer terminal, Satir kind of nods. Well done.
Yeah, hey,
Do you want
Satir.
to wait until Rogue comes back before you go into this, so just he hears that you don't have to repeat yourself? Just give him just a couple minutes. Take a break.
I mean, I
It's fine.
can.
It's just
Yeah,
wait. Give him just a couple minutes.
The conversation is just for Satir, but yeah.
Oh, okay. Go ahead then. That's fine.
Hey, and he lets out a deep breath and look at this.
What do you have here?
And he kind of turns the terminal just a little bit so that he can see the manifest. And on the manifest, it reads, Daughters of Ferrix, Food Aid Society. Donations from, it shows donations from various different sources. And supposedly there's about 25,000 worth of credits on board, showing that the donations and the credits are supposed to go to the people of Ferrix, food, etc. Is this... Normally, I would just keep something like this a secret and try and benefit from it, but obviously there's no way I'm going to haul $25,000 worth of food and credits off of this rig by myself. Rak was asking to be paid. Do I use this to pay him, or... I just don't know what to do in these... I've never been in this kind of situation, and I feel trapped. I feel stuck.
I don't know if it's good to allow a short-term gain to be a potential long-term loss. And I know it seems easy to go for the quick credits, for the quick fix. But from everything we've seen on this information on the Iron Lady, she seems to be a good one, to say the least. She might not be the most ethical when it comes to the law and taxation and things of that nature, but she does the right thing, and the people agree. I don't know if taking this from her, while it may help us in the short term, we could be losing a potential long-term ally, because I don't see the chaos of the Empire falling. I don't see that subsiding anytime soon, and she seems to be the kind of person that could be very helpful in the long term. So yes, I appreciate your situation with your substantial debt and the potential threat of Rak looming over your shoulder ready to collect on a bounty, but I don't know if it's the right thing to do.
You're right. You're right. And if we're on our way to see her anyhow, I think it just looks better for us then if we show up with her things.
I freely admit I'm not mechanically inclined. I don't know the space worthiness of this vessel, but if we can limp it to Ferrix and give this back to her and save any of the remaining crew members, I think that would be an excellent goodwill gesture in terms of receiving payment and potentially help from her in the future.
Goodwill gesture. Goodwill. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how I'm going to have to look at this. You're right. You're right. I'm goodwill gesture. All right, that's what we'll do. Now, as long as Rack doesn't get any ideas for taking anything, then we'll be good, right?
Look at
Right.
it this way.
So, real quick, Rack, give me a perception skill check. I would just say two purples is fine.
Purples. Okay.
Nah, you don't hear him talking.
You don't hear us talking shit.
That's cool. He's moving through the area 5.
Okay. As you move, Satir and Mako, do you want to give me a perception skill check? 2 purples is fine as well.
2 purples, perception.
So Mako, you hear the sound of something scuffling um, towards you. It seems, at least not in the too far distance, especially a few minutes after the lights came on.
Yeah, after hearing something off in the distance, he's having that conversation with Satir. He stops talking immediately and puts his hand up. Do you hear that? Do you think that's Rack?
I don't hear it. What do you hear? I don't think it's him.
All right, as you do that, they peek around the corner, and let's roll for combat. Give me a sec. So, Mako, you can do cool. Rack and Satir, I'll let you choose. Rack, you do vigilance. So go over to the. Let me see. Did that do what I wanted to do? No, it did
count
not.
it.
Hold on 1 second. This is wrong. Hold on. Yes. Wait.
Oh, sorry. I'll be right back.
It's okay. You're fine. What did he roll? He rolled a. No, you don't. Yeah, so that's okay. I'll just have him roll. How do I do this? I think it's this thing. Is it?
While you're doing that, I gotta give my kids some Tylenol real quick.
You're
I'll
good,
be right back.
You're good. Do what you need to do. Initiative mode, vigilance. Where do I roll this? I'm very confused. I don't remember. So toggle. Oh, I need to add you all. Oh, that's what I need to do. Okay. God damn it. Hold on.
All good. Fucking pirates.
Don't understand why tokens do this. Like, this is something I've always done, but everybody's token is hostile. Okay. There. There we go. Okay, so if you go into the initiative tracker, you can roll. Just click on the thing. But if just actually, give me 1 second. Mako, I want you to roll first, so I can just
Yeah.
put yours as at cool. So go ahead and you roll. It should roll cool for you. Just click on the button in the tracker. Perfect. Okay.
I'm good to roll.
Yeah, you're good to roll. Got a triumph.
Vigilance. Okay.
Yep. And then whenever I'll do, so these guys should roll cool probably.
At least we're not fighting in the dark.
Yeah. What? Now, what does that mean? The triumph in
It doesn't mean
initiative?
anything in an initiative roll. It's not.
No, on initiative, it doesn't really do much.
But we can use those advantages.
No, because they're not. It's
Oh,
really that's not. So really, how it works is when you do that, you take advantages as your I believe your second digit. So okay, let's look at the last roll, pirate crew. There's 2 successes. Well, that's a bad example. How about the first one? So there's 1 success and 3 advantages. If you look at the NPC, that's 1.03. So the successes are your first digit, and then your advantages is your second digit. So 1.03, 1 success, 3 advantages. So that's how you do initiative. But the advantages aren't really to spend or anything like that. It's not a real skill check, if you will.
It just basically alters the score of your.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you need me to re-roll?
Yeah, just do it off the tracker. Just click on the tracker, the roll button on the tracker.
And don't forget to
Yeah,
change
I'm
it
just changing it
I
to
already-
cool.
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. You can choose which one he wants. Oh wow, great roll. Okay. So PC1 goes first. I'm going to begin the encounter. Whoever wants to go first can.
I'll go first if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's cool.
Unless you want to go.
Enemy's
you
going to
might
go
want
next.
to go.
Just keep that in mind.
You might want to go first, Rak, because they would have
Yeah.
to move towards us.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, cool. Yeah, Rack will fire at the crew coming around the corner there. I do this
So just
from my
target them if you
sheet.
can.
Targeted, and then blaster. Oh, okay, there it is.
Yeah, it's
And
like-
then I can aim.
Yeah, you get a boost if you aim. You can aim twice and take strain. You take,
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Aim is boost
Yes, you get 2 blue dice.
2, and then how many strain? 3.
I believe so.
Sounds right. 3.
I
2,
think
two,
it's
two
two-
strain. It's 2.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2 strain.
It's 2. I will. Okay, you already did it. Cool. That is a hit. So you do 11 damage. All right. Let's see. So it's 4 soak. That would put it down to 7. That kills one of them. So that's 7 wounds. Oops, not 67. 67. Okay, kills one of them in the group, and yeah. So how does it look as you shoot one of the crew, the pirate crew, in the head, and kill him?
Yeah, there's like 3 of them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think maybe the pirate crew come around, and Rack is already kind of down on a knee because of the lights coming on, and it kind of startled him for a second while he was moving through there. So he drops down on a knee, and those 3 pirates jump around the corner. The first one on the farthest that comes out that has no cover at all. I imagine the other 2 are kind of like one's up, one's down around the corner, and then he just rips a couple of from the heavy blaster, his carbine, rips into the chest and the arm of the one and just sends them flying into the wall. If I can use the advantage, is that
Yeah.
2 advantages? Means
Yeah.
I can use one for defense and then hand the other one off to whoever goes next?
You can definitely hand one off, or both off. You would have to, in order to get a black die assigned to them, you'd have to spend both advantages on that. So you would apply a black die to their next attack against you. So you either use that or.
I'll do that because Rak's all about himself, right?
Alright, so that makes sense. Okay, how long is this? Alright. This keeps going, whatever.
Yeah, we're in a firefight.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, it's on loop, that's why. Okay. Just turn it down a little bit. Okay, so yes. Can you click claim slot on your on the tracker, Rogue? That first slot?
Oh, yeah.
Just claim it. Perfect. So I'm gonna claim it. If I figure out how. Okay. So this guy, the one that is facing Rak, is actually going to shoot. They will aim. They can only aim once. They can't take strain. So here they go. They're going to shoot at you with their...
And they get a black die?
They do get a black die. That's correct. So they
What does that do?
it's so it's a negative die that they
Okay,
have.
okay.
So basically it has a bunch of negative stuff on there. It says success chance 68%. See, boom. They do hit for 10 damage, and they crit as well.
Oh.
So what's your so you have a soak of 2, so you take 8 wounds.
Damn.
Okay, so there's that. The crit. He has a macro for criticals. Did it do it?
Yeah, that's why mobs are dangerous. They throw so many
Yes.
die.
Yeah, they are. Where's okay, critical. It's not doing anything. Let's see. Macro. Criticals.
Damn.
That one's broke. That one doesn't work. Okay. Does this one work? Alright, so I'm gonna have to do this by hand. FFG critical. Rogue, do you want to roll D100 for me?
We can use their threat against him, can't we?
15.
Oh, I'm sorry. They did not roll a critical. I don't know what I was thinking. They rolled 2 threats. Yeah. So yes, you can. I'm sorry. You didn't get critical. But yes, they did have 2 threats. So I did show you some ideas for that. You guys can do it. So
Hey, here's a stupid question. Can mobs take strain?
they cannot. They take damage
No.
if they take strain, which you could do that.
Okay. I was going to say,
you
because
could
that's just
give
one
them
option.
2 wounds basically by giving them strain if you wanted.
Well, how about we add a blue to the next check, because isn't that a player?
You can do it to anybody. Yeah, to target's next check. That would be Rak actually. So
Oh, yeah, I guess Rack
Oh.
could decide.
Oh, yeah. Let's give him what attack to or
you could give them 2 strain and be like 2 wounds if you wanted to do that too. Or whatever.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's give him 2 wounds.
Okay.
Fuck those guys.
So take 2 more. Doesn't do anything yet, but yeah. Friendly slot. Somebody claim it and go.
I will claim it. It's not letting me claim it
Oh,
yet.
that's because I'm not. Well, but how about that?
There we go. Got it. So first one, I'm going to take a maneuver
Yep.
to right there
Yep.
and ignite my saber as he's coming out and attack the pirate crew.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
then
let's do
he's
it.
targeted. So then I just have to roll off my sheet.
Yeah. And you guys can drag those onto your quick bar at the bottom too, if you don't want to always open your sheet to do it. I can't do it for you, but you can do it.
There we go.
Should we do that? Like dragging stuff anywhere?
You can do that.
Did
That's
it-
fine. Yeah, you're just dragging it to the quick bar at the bottom there.
I tried using the quick bar right now and it didn't work.
Okay. I don't know why that would be, but I was having issues with mine too. Maybe there's something going on. Because
There's a little-
range
there's a little-
bands works for me. I don't know.
Yeah, mine
There's a
works.
little
too.
lock
It worked
hot
doing
bar.
it manually, which that's fine.
Okay, so that is a success. That is not a critical. I don't think. Oh, hey, you did the skill, so that's the problem. So you don't want to do the skill. You want to do the weapon.
Yep. Sorry, let me do. I totally screwed that up.
I can figure it
Let me
out.
do
It's not a big deal. So your damage is what is the damage on the lightsaber? Just tell me.
6 basic.
Okay, so 6. It has breach, so they're not gonna get any armor. So it's 9 damage, 1 advantage. What's the crit rating on it? Is it 2?
2.
Yeah. Okay, so no crit. So 9 damage. No soak applied, so that kills 1 immediately. And no crit. Yeah. I think that's it. You just have an advantage left. So how does it look as you strike 1 down?
He comes through the corner, lightsaber ignited into the group, and immediately slices 1 down, cutting him down almost kind of effortlessly through the armor. As for what I'm going to do with my advantage, I'm going to use my 1 to add a blue to the next allied character's check.
Okay, that's Mako. So Mako, there's your blue. What would you like to do? You should.
Yep.
Yep.
Mako hears Rak firing his weapon and sees Satir just take off running to the other corner, and he hears the whir of his lightsaber opening up and doesn't have any idea what's happening. He immediately reaches for his new blaster that he used last time, and he runs to the corner of this wall, right here, and kind of drops to a knee, ducking for cover behind this wall, and aims down the hall
you can take
here.
strain to do that because you moved. So that's your second move.
Oh, that's right. Yep. And he'll aim down that way at the ones that are shooting at Rak and fire at them.
Okay, give yourself another blue. I'll get your strain. That's fine. That's gonna be a good one, I think. That's a hit. Auto fire. You do. What do you need to do to auto fire? Auto fire. How many advantages do you need?
Well, it's-
Let's see. Oh, you have to declare that beforehand. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. So, in addition to 1 damage, so 5 damage, pierce quality 2, so that will go through half their soak, so they take 3 damage, but that kills 1 of them.
Yeah, Mako just starts firing at him. Once he saw Rak take that hit, he just starts firing, blasting straight down that hallway towards the direction where the Rak was taking his fire from.
What are you going to do with that advantage?
Rak is going to get it as a boost die on his next turn.
Okay, going out to Rax. Next thing. Okay, my turn. Clean it. So these guys, there's no attack of opportunity or anything, so they're going to step back a bit, and they're going to shoot Satir. Oh, I got this weird thing again. Okay. They are going to fire.
Oh.
What?
I mean, just for future reference, is it because it's a different type of weapon for a heavy weapon? It says I could have used that advantage to apply a critical injury. Oh no, I'm sorry. Based on critical rating of weapon.
Yeah,
which is
so if
3.
you got three advantages, then you could have, yeah.
Or yeah. Okay.
Because your crit rating is 3, right? So,
Yeah.
okay. So they're going to use the blaster carbine. I'm going to flip a dark side point to upgrade the check. That's what I'm going to do, right? Yeah. Okay. You good? Can I roll?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. That's not good. Okay. Let's just do the normal damage first. So normal damage. They don't have enough to crit. 10 damage. What's your soak?
My soak is 2.
So that's 8 damage.
Oh, those fuckers got my rifle, don't they?
And then they have a triumph. So yeah, I'm gonna upgrade the difficulty of your next check. So
All right.
let's see how I can do that. Can I do that with a stance effect? Upgrade. No. The difficulties. I'll probably have to do that manually. Okay. All right. So that's that round. Next round. Blue is first. Who's gonna claim
All right.
to go?
I'll claim it. Rak is going to unload at this guy here. Aim twice.
Okay, that takes a strain. 2 strain, I should say.
Go. 2 boosts. 3 boosts, because I was given 1, right?
Yeah, don't add that one. That one will be in there automatically. So don't add
Oh.
the boost that was given to you. Just.
Oh, okay, I just added 2.
Yeah, 2 is good.
Okay, so I should take 1 off.
No,
back.
2 is what you need. 2 is what you want to put, because you're gonna aim
Okay.
twice, right? So you're gonna have
Cool.
three blues. Is what you're.
Yeah, it was already on there at 1,
Okay.
and then I clicked it twice. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm back down to 2.
Oh, you needed to roll another boost. Roll another blue die. It's not gonna matter. They're gonna be dead, but. Okay, so they are dead. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you got 2 advantages now. So they took all the damage. So technically, 11 damage, soak 4, 7 damage. So it would be at 19. So that does kill them all. How does that look as they're defeated?
Yeah, the one left that's kind of trying to keep cover. It notices its two of friends are taken out. He leans to the right and he notices Mako too. Of course, has come to assist him, and he rips the heavy carbine a couple of rounds into the guy's leg and makes him kind of fall out of cover and hits him again in the side a couple times. And then he looks over and nods at Mako in thanks for coming to assist him.
Yeah, Mako's eyes are just wide as he looks at you, and he's nodding and just kind of mouthing, "Are you okay? Are you okay?"
He nods and he says, Satir, come in. Satir. Call him Satir.
Yeah. One it's like Han versus Han. So just like a mechanical suggestion. You have 2 light side points. You could spend one of those to upgrade my difficulty attacking Satir, because that's what I'm going to do next.
Okay.
And that's the WP mostly, but.
And you can use the advantage to give him a black too, can't you? No, you would need to disregard that.
Yeah, you need to. But yeah, he has 2 though.
You can give.
He has 2, because he rolled that extra blue die that. He
Yeah.
didn't roll.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
Yep.
So you could do that.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool, yeah. I'll give him a black.
I'm going to refresh my page because the whole map just disappeared. Everything else is working fine. The map just
That's
disappeared.
weird.
So we can flip a light point to upgrade the difficulty and add a black.
Yeah. What did I just do?
Whatever you did, the map came back.
Oh, that's not. Yeah, that wasn't. Success next check. No. Oh, okay. Look. Where's the black? Where's the black die? Where's the black die? That doesn't make sense. There we go. Okay. So he has a black die. You are going to flip a light side point, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so that will upgrade his difficulty. So I'll do that for you. Just click there. And he is going to target you. And he is going to fire. They're using a blaster carbine. I'm upgrading his difficulty to 1 red. So he's rolling a yellow, 2 greens, 1 red, 1 purple, 2 black.
Jeez.
So
Fingers crossed.
he misses. So they miss, and they have an advantage, so he's going to give himself a boost for next time.
Of course, because Satir's blocking all that shit.
Yeah, how does it look as they try to shoot you? But
Yeah, we'll pretend that's what I did. The 2 remaining guys start shooting, and though injured, he kind of raises his lightsaber, and in a flick of kind of movements, he redirects the blasters, and they fail to connect.
okay. Just remember, Satir, your next one you're going to have to remove a green. I'm sorry, no. Remove
Upgrade
a purple
difficulty.
and then increase give 1 red minus 1 purple is what you're going to do.
All right, so we're going to move there. Then I'm going to spend an extra maneuver to get an extra blue.
You can do that. I'll give you the
So we'll
strength.
go to basic lightsaber. All right, so we're going to upgrade the difficulty.
Yeah, so
And then
right-click
add
on the
1.
purple,
Yep,
and then,
I did that.
Okay.
Yep, so I got 1 red, 1 purple, 2
Yep.
blue.
Yep. A triumph. Well, you missed.
Wow.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Well, let's see what I can do with advantages and triumphs.
Yeah. So you have a lot of triumphs in there. Upgrade the difficulty of them, like they did you. Oh yeah, that red really screwed you. Oh, what a bad roll.
Great difficulty. Target.
Can I force with my 3 advantages, force them to drop their weapons or their weapons malfunction for a round? 3 advantages says I can force the target to drop a melee or
You can
range
do it with
weapon.
a triumph for sure.
I
But-
can't do
Target
it with
drops
3
weapon, they're
advantage
ready.
too.
You can do it with either. So you can do it with 3 advantages or your triumph. Yes.
I'm going to make them use the 3 advantages to drop their weapon. Therefore, they can't aim. Then I'm going to use my triumph to upgrade the difficulty of their next check.
Okay, that works.
Nice.
Mako.
Tactics.
Yeah, Mako, after seeing Rak polish off those guys, they kind of fall down. Mako notices that. He turns to his left and sees Satir kind of running around the corner, so Mako uses his maneuver to run up to this corner, sees Satir getting into a fight with them, deflecting their shots, forcing them to drop their weapons. He's just like kind of in awe of what Satir is doing, and he just blindly raises his blaster up and targets again and fires.
I'm gonna give you a black there because you're kind of shooting from behind Satir. So I had a black die.
Okay,
You can
so-
also you can aim. You can get yourself another blue by taking strain.
Yeah, I'm gonna aim and take more strain.
Okay, I got your strain. Go ahead, get yourself a blue and a black.
Oh, you sound smart.
Mako's gonna crush him. Oh, that's 3. Yes, that's a hit. So that is actually, oh wow, that's 8 damage. Pierce 2. Okay. So 8 damage. Pierce 2. So that's going to be 6 damage. Kills 1.
Yeah, so he
Enough
fires at
advantages.
them. And he's just kind of blindly firing, and Satir is skillfully sidestepping out of the way of my blaster fire, and in doing so, he gets a boost on his next action.
Okay.
Oh, in
And,
that case.
yeah, it has turned over. The initiative is so yeah, it's you guys. Yep.
I'll go ahead and attack him. So I'm going to do a maneuver to aim.
Okay.
Then I get a blue.
That one's already applied. So from Mako, I did that.
Yep, but then I also get a blue for my talent tree.
That might automatically be. I don't know. You
I have to manually
Okay,
add it.
okay.
We tried doing this last time. So I have 1 that he carried over to me,
Yep.
1 for my aim,
Yep.
and then 1 blue for my talent tree.
Yep.
So 3 blue. Okay.
Those motherfuckers.
Oh yeah, they're dead. How's it look as you kill them?
So as the last one kind of gets overwhelmed, he's not able to back away from Satir, and he kind of just does a kind of flourish with his lightsaber before hitting him across the midsection, and he kind of and falls down, and Satir, seeing there's no threat, deactivates his lightsaber as he kind of looks behind Mako and nods in thanks for his assistance.
And Mako is just breathing heavy, looks wide-eyed and panicked.
That's it. Yeah, you seem to take care of the pirates. If you go around and check the rest of the ship, there is no one else there.
Damn, they killed everybody, huh?
Yeah, you do see some dead bodies on the ship. Mostly they are. Part of them were killed by the explosions, and part of them look like they were shot. You kind of look over these guys, and some of them are wearing like kind of official Ferrix reclamation combine uniforms. You see their badge there. You remember it from the display earlier of what that looks like. Putting two and two together, it seems like some of them were undercover on here, and they tried to sabotage the ship and take it over.
Is there any way to like document this? Maybe. Anybody have?
I almost said pick recorder. I'm sure your data pad has cameras in it. I mean, if we have phones.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
As Satir kind of like looks over the dead bodies, he kind of looks to Mako and Rak, and Mako, I don't know exactly all your skill set, but can we tow this or perhaps fly it to Ferrix?
Mako looks over at Satir. I've been on a ship a few times. I'll take a look. I mean,
If you flip a light side point, I would say you could.
yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
And Mako will yell for Rak. Hey, meet me in the cockpit.
You two get this thing space-worthy. I will collect the dead, and perhaps the Iron Lady can better understand who the culprits were for this attempted piracy.
That makes sense. Yeah, we'll see if we can at least get this, like you said, limping along and get it back to the Iron Lady. Hopefully, she'll be appreciative of getting her ship and her crew back, even if it is in this condition.
Rak goes to rob the pirates of their crap.
Yeah, I'll take care of that after
Yeah.
session. But yeah, you can. I mean, you have control of the ship. You can get all their stuff, if you will. That's not a problem.
And are they able to tow this back? Is that
Yeah. He flipped a light side point, so yeah, he is able to get it running with your assistance, and he can give you just enough impulse sublight power for you to essentially tow it. You get to the you get to Ferrix a little slower than you normally would, probably. In this encounter, how do I do it? Just that, and you bring the ships down into orbit, and the Wayfinder's like feels like it's just gonna fall apart, but somehow, some way, it doesn't. And you see the coordinates for this landing pad for the Ferrix Reclamation Combine headquarters, and you basically land the two ships more or less side by side, and a droid approaches. State your business. State your business.
We are here to see Vera Sorn.
Do you have an appointment?
We do. Gargar arranged a meeting with the three of us and the Iron Lady.
The thing whirls a bit. Very well. Follow me. Follow me. Follow me.
He kind of follows it, nods and follows it.
Mako makes his way behind Rak and Satir. He's just looking around at all the industry happening around him, and just stays in step behind the other two.
Yeah, it leads you in. Go ahead.
While Rak is walking next to Mako, and probably behind Satir, following. He he does look over to Mako and says that um, I noticed you came to help me back there. You
Yeah, well,
didn't have to do that.
Mako looks at Rack with a somewhat surprised look on his face. Uh, of course I had to do that. I mean,
Most people would have
that's
left.
what I'm talking about. That's what you did for me. It's you protected me from Ringo. I don't know if Ringo is joking, if he was serious, but you seem to know and you stepped in. And we were there. I'm I'm on your ship. I'm still benefiting from your protection. And like I said, I've got your back whenever you need it.
I took some credits off those dead men. Maybe I should pay you for your help.
Mako puts a hand up, both of his hands. No, no, don't. You don't have to pay me anything. I'm I'm flying around in your ship. We're using your fuel, and you're much better with a blaster than I am. I'm benefiting from this right now. I'll find a way to pay Bruntus back, but it doesn't have to come from this right now.
He nods as they continue walking.
Yeah, the droid leads you into this building, and then towards a lift. You take the lift up all the way to the top up here, and into a basically it goes towards these two doors. It crosses the threshold, it just opens, and you see the chairwoman's office, which you would assume is that. So put you in there, and let me put her in there. And as you walk in, there's no guards or anything. What is that in the background? What is this thing? I didn't notice it. It looks like a torture device or a payphone or something. I don't know.
It's a Star Wars massaging chair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Oh man. Okay. Um. So. Okay. All right. So she swivels in her chair as you enter, and she says, "Ah, Gargar's men. I've heard from my men on the landing pad that you brought in the Wayfinder. Is that true?"
It is. It seems chance had us come across this vessel, and we went to investigate, saw who it belonged to, and it appears pirates had tried to make some short work of it. Though upon further investigation, it's possible it was an inside job, as several of them had FRC gear and clothing. We stopped these pirates and were able to make it space worthy and brought it here to Ferrix for you to retrieve or for you to have.
And the cargo?
The cargo is intact. The bodies are in there for your leisure to investigate to see who they were and what possible connections they have outside of the system that would work against you and the daughters.
I see. Well, you have my thanks.
Well,
I
it
want.
seems what you're
I,
doing is a noble endeavor.
Is that so? Well, I do try to take care of Ferrix City, and by my own
ways, and hopefully I am doing the right thing. The Empire was here for many years, and we were once occupied, as you might know, and they came down hard on us.
They came down hard on a lot of systems across the galaxy, but it seems their iron grip has been broken. But when an animal is injured, that's sometimes when they can be the most dangerous. So we all must remain vigilant in the years to come.
Oh, I could not agree more. I could not agree more. And it seems we are of a like mind, and you have come here for a job, and I have a job for you.
And what are the details of this job?
Well, it is not a pretty job, as fighting the Empire is become not so gallant, or nothing with chivalry of X-Wing runs or attacks against Death Stars. But you see, one of the administrators of Ferrix for the Empire is a man named Samir Holt, and he has gone into hiding. And I want you to find him and either kill him or bring him back here to face justice. I
We get
prefer
more.
him. Go ahead.
We get more money if he is alive.
Perhaps. We can negotiate this. I would prefer him to come back so that he could have a trial and it could give some rest to the people of Ferrix to see a person that has done such horrible things to our community and our planet and our cities face that, instead of just being killed in some manner somewhere many, many light years away.
Besides being an agent of the Empire, I assume you have some sort of file on him that you can transfer over to us that shows the litany of his crimes.
Of course, I will arrange it immediately. But I can give you the overview now.
Please.
He is hiding, but I have finally found where and how. He has an alter ego. He is calling himself Tel Voss, and he is on Chandrilla, of all places. And you all know that Chandrilla is the New Republic capital. And she says, and he has a job with the government. Director of Refugee Settlement and Reconstruction Trust, if you can believe it.
How did he make it somewhere like that under an alias when he is a known collaborator with the Empire?
He must be good at faking his identity, or had someone help him do it. He's hiding in plain sight in one of the most charitable organizations in the galaxy. I assume he is siphoning funds to himself, but it will be odd. I'm certain he is working from the Chandrilla government. They have the New Republic there. It is their capital and headquarters. Just walking in and apprehending him as bounty hunters, essentially, will not work. I'm sure there will be plenty of security about soldiers, ships. You will have to be smart. I don't know that trying to explain what we know about Tel Voss will work. They do not know us. They do not know you.
Why would they believe you? By the time, if they even did listen to you, he would disappear.
So sneak in, extract him. The less questions, the better.
Exactly.
What type of payment do you offer?
I will give you, she thinks, 1,000 credits each as incidentals for whatever you need before you take off and go about this mission. If you successfully apprehend him, I will give you 15,000 credits. And
Now, out of
you can
out of
divide
character,
that. Yeah, go ahead.
aren't we supposed to get the nav computer from him too?
She doesn't have the nav computer. There's another contact, so I might not have been clear on this. Actually, yeah, yes, you are. So she says, because you returned the donations for the people of Ferrix, I will offer you 15,000 credits to divide amongst yourself however you wish, and I believe you are looking for a Imperial starpath unit, which I have, and I would happily give this to you along with the payment.
15,000, a nav computer in exchange for a goodwill gesture of returning your ship and securing, dead or alive, an Imperial collaborator. It looks to Mako
1,000.
and Rak. Do you find this to be a fair offer? As Rak immediately ups the ante.
1,000 credits each right now. Is there a negotiation skill on here?
Oh, yeah, you definitely can.
Yeah.
You can do any of the social skills, just how you say it, right? So I mean,
Jeez.
you could use charm, coercion, deception, negotiation. Seems right.
Well,
All
Is
this
there
stuff
somebody who
Rack
can
is good
negotiate?
at.
I think maybe so.
I can charm and I can. My best one is charm, though I can negotiate as well,
I think there's
depending on
somebody
what
probably
Mako
pretty
might
good.
have.
Yeah, I think there's somebody pretty good at it.
yeah, while Satir is talking to the Iron Lady and Rack is asking about payment, Mako kind of just leans forward a little bit and has his hands together, just listening to the whole conversation. And Mako looks at the Iron Lady. Um, Ma'am, with all due respect, I know that the cost and the value of the ship that we've returned and the manifest that was on board more than covers what you're offering to us. I think that by what you're asking us to do, literally put our lives on the line to benefit you, maybe, maybe we deserve more than your initial offer. Someone of your stature and someone who sits and he looks around the office and looks out the window at all the industry, someone who obviously works in the field that you work in, making deals. You're used to negotiating, and that was obviously your first offer. And the first offer is always the lowest offer. And he's just utilizing his skills as a businessman, basically, to try and negotiate a better deal out of her.
We want to hear your third offer.
What talents do you have? Any talents that go directly towards this, Doc?
No, the talents I have go directly towards buying and selling stuff,
Okay.
not really,
Okay.
not really
That's
negotiating
fine.
deals.
Why don't you give me a Hold on, let me look at her her real quick. Oh, she doesn't have stats. Of course not.
Oh
So
shit.
give me a negotiation roll against. She probably would have 4 of those, at least 2 of those. So two. Actually, okay. So I'm flipping a dark side point. Give it against 1 purple and 3 reds.
Oof.
Now you can flip your light side point back immediately and upgrade one of your greens to a yellow if you want. That's the dance.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Because yeah, Mako, working in the industry he worked in on Coruscant, has dealt with lots of people, uh, haggling with them.
So what I would say, okay, so you're going to have, okay, so you're going to, difficulty is going to be 1 purple, 3 reds. You're going to be rolling whatever it is, just remove a green and add a yellow, and then give yourself a blue because she basically likes you guys for bringing back the money, which you could have easily tried to steal. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It looks good, I think. Yep.
Yeah.
And a triumph. Oh baby.
Yeah.
Oh baby. Oh boy. She says,
Success, advantage, and triumph.
yeah. So she says, I'm just taking all this into account of what she's going to agree to. I think that is fair. This is not an easy job, and you have shown yourself to be trustworthy, and you have shown yourself to be capable. I will give you something that you will use to complete this mission as well as keep afterwards. You may go after this meeting and peruse our shipyard and select one of several starships there, and you may keep it after you have
Make
successfully completed this mission.
Mako immediately turns to Rak. We're even.
He nods.
And I will add another 1,000 credits to see you equipped before this mission. If you do bring others in, I will do the same for them. But I will not increase, as she thinks about it for a second, I will increase the 15,000 by 2,000 if you bring another person in, and 4,000 if you bring 2 more people in. But no more than that.
Mako nods and says, "That sounds like a very appropriate deal." Satir, Rak, do you both agree that that sounds fair?
A ship credits the nav computer to where we need to go. That is more than fair.
And Mako turns to the Iron Lady. Thank you for dealing with us fairly. I knew your first offer was simply that you were testing the boundaries, and as any good businesswoman would do. Thank you for allowing us to bargain with you.
You are welcome. This is not so much a business enterprise, but more justice. and something personal for me. This is probably I'm paying way too much for this, as bringing him here likely will not increase the bottom line of FRC, but it is more about healing old wounds that still fester on this planet. Bringing him here and bringing him to trial, yes, that will heal many wounds indeed. And you know what they say, a happier workforce is a more productive workforce. So, perhaps, but that is not that important. Please, you may have refreshments out in the hallway. There is a restaurant. And when you are ready, I will send my personnel to take you to the shipyard.
Mako stands up and nods, understanding. Thank you for your hospitality and for this opportunity. He looks over at Satir and Rak. We'll we'll do everything we can.
One thing
Rak stands
before
up.
you go, she says. This can't lead back to me. If you get caught, I will disavow knowing you. I do not want issues with the New Republic as if I had issues with the Empire. Well, I'm not sure what they will become. Certainly they are far away from here, but I still would not appreciate to have the New Republic as an enemy.
Of course.
So don't get caught.
Mako just nods at that.
Rak stands up and nods. He says, "I have one question.
Of course.
Is that the S900 reverberator chair?" And he points over to the chair.
Yes.
Oh.
I have back issues from my many days fighting the Empire in the underground, and it is a wonderful contraption. Would you like to try it?
I I would love to. And he looks over at the others.
I have an
and
extra
runs.
one. Perhaps I could lower your payment by 5,000 and give you a
We don't
massage
need a chair
chair.
that bad.
Yeah, you get up in the chair and it's just like, it's like rolling on your back and it feels amazing. And the screen pans out as Rack's sitting in the chair getting a massage. And that's
Awesome.
it.
Good. That was a good one.